Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy, Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how are you doing, man?
I am doing swell, other than my house smelling like cat pee.
That's something like you have to use like a half a bottle of Lysol to get out.
Bro, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it out. It's bad. I got to take it to the doctor. She's been peeing on everything.
And how old is the cat?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I don't want to tell my wife. And my wife is sick.
Oh, yeah, she's got that summer cold that's going around.
Yeah, it's bad. But she's at work now, so she took off yesterday. Hey, hold on. I gotta open up a fucking window. I don't know. It's been so much lately with her.
That's why they say pets are just like kids at times.
As I tell my wife, it's like practicing being fucking parents.
Oh, dude, it really is. I had my adventure yesterday. I had to get my my car worked on and had all my tires replaced. And now apparently they tell you they recommend you get an alignment done when you get your tires replaced. So it cost me a small fortune.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, so if I like I told David Starr yesterday when I was recording with him, I said if you see me working on downtown South Street in Philly, you know why.
Oh boy. I told you I'd give you a whole 67 cents.
Hey, that's not bad.
That's like sales tax on $8 here.
Yeah, there you go. Now, I didn't get to talk about this, but I had a fun weekend this past weekend. I got to go to Evolve and Progress, however you say it, at the old ECW Arena on Saturday. So that was interesting.
That's cool. Had a good time, I guess.
Yeah, got to see probably one of Matt Riddle's last matches before he goes and signs with WWE.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, I got to talk to him for a little bit. He's a good dude. I'm trying to. Oh, the funny thing was how I got there was there's somebody I know that I was going to hand out flyers outside for their show in between the shows, which is, if you know independent wrestling, that's common practice. So I was like, yeah, and he told me, he's like, if you do that, then I'll pay for your ticket to Progress. I was like, all right, that's fine. So I go to do this after the Evolve show, and security immediately comes out and they're like, you can't do that, or it will throw you out of the arena. And I was like, how can you throw me out of the arena? I'm already outside.
Wow.
So it was just one of those funny things that happened.
Did you continue flyering?
No, I did not, out of respect. So I was like, all right, fine. I don't want to cause an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the text I sent you, British Strong Style was taking pictures with people for $10, which, for those that don't know this, Ryan sent me a reply with his like head exploding.
Wait, is that when I... Oh, no, that was just a random fucking picture I took with a filter.
Oh, okay, because it looked like you were going like wow, or like your head exploded or something.
Oh, no, I had like makeup fire and some bullshit. It was a...
Well, it shows you how good
Facebook.
how good my phone is picking shit up.
Yeah, no, I was just fucking around. No, it's cool. You know, it's always cool getting some people.
To see those guys or get a photo with those guys was really cool. You should have seen the line they had.
I'm sure. I'm sure they could get a lot more than $10 too.
Oh, dude, that's what shocked me. I figured they would charge at least like 30 or 50. You know what I mean?
For the 3 of them, yeah.
At least. So that's cool that, you know, And like I talked to them for a second. They're real down to earth guys.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, got to talk to Jimmy Havoc too. I don't know if you know who Jimmy Havoc is, the king of the Goths,
No
and
idea.
and that made Dean's day because all three of British Strong Style knew who he was. And Jimmy Havoc, when I got a picture with him, and I said, "Hey," I said, "I wanted to tell you, Dean from British Wrestling Radio told me to tell you." He said, "Hello," and he looks at me and he goes, "Holy shit!" He's like, "You know who he is?" I was like, "Yeah, I know who Dean is." And he's like, "Well, tell him I said hello too." He's like, "I've been meaning to catch up with him, and I've just been busy."
That's funny.
Yeah, so he was like, Dean was all super excited about that. But I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was a fun show, but I wish their crowds were more prevalent because they got a hot crowd. That crowd was really into like everything in that show.
Oh, that's good. And that was in Philly?
Yeah. Which was
That's
the
cool.
other funny thing. It's hard enough to park in South Philly, down by where the ECW the arena is, and I couldn't find a parking spot near the arena, so I legitimately parked like 2 blocks away in like a Target, Acme, and like some other store's parking lot.
Gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Oh, I was like, the PPA probably won't tow me from here, so I'll take my chances.
I don't know what the PPA is.
It's the basically they're like Philly like public works stuff, like that'll go and ticket you and like tow your car and all that kind of shit.
Oh.
So that's always fun. From I always remember from the TV show Parking Wars that they have on A&E, that I'll watch at like 3 in the morning when I can't sleep and I'm bored.
Oh, so Philadelphia Parking Authority?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's always some type of adventure. But no, it was fun. I hope Progress actually comes over here more often because it was a lot of fun.
I think they run closer to here a lot.
Yeah, they're doing like a Northeast tour because they ran Philly last Saturday, somewhere in Massachusetts on Sunday. They ran New York Tuesday night.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to remember when it was. It was Tuesday night, and then they got a couple more dates coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, before we get started with everything, don't forget to check out our social media stuff. Facebook.com/American Sports Connection, on Twitter at ASC Pods, Instagram's at American Sports Connection. You can find our entire library on B Plus Player Radio. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. And don't forget to check out our sponsors at the Squared Circle Magazine. You can find them on Twitter at TSCM Weekly. Use promo code ASCPOD and you can get 10% off your order.
In the YMCA.
Yeah, that too.
The WWE NXT UK. There you go. How's that for tongue twister?
Yeah.
You need an abbreviation for the abbreviation.
Yeah, there you go. Now, actually, I just sent this to you before we went live. This is kind of like breaking news, I guess you would call it, with the ticker tape, the doo-doo-doo-doo, that apparently Tribune Media is canceling their agreement that they had with Sinclair Media and is filing a lawsuit against them. And people will ask, well, why does that matter? Well, Sinclair is the parent company of Ring of Honor, which would have put Ring of Honor into, I think it was a national television show on WGN, from what I was reading, where Impact used to be years ago.
Yeah, that's the old Game Show Network.
Yes.
Yeah, see, the thing is that I think Sinclair still is the biggest in the country, but they're not in every major market. Like, they're not in New York.
They're not in Philly either, and this deal would have given them both those markets.
And that's crazy, because New York and Philly are two of the cities that you typically represent with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, like they don't... Ring of Honor comes on here on like a New Jersey affiliate at like... I want to say like 10, 11 o'clock on a Friday night, or maybe even later.
I don't even know. I can tell you when we get New Japan. I can't tell you if we even get Ring of Honor. But then again, I'm on Sling, so I'm even more limited.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. It says here, if the deal would have went through, Sinclair would have had 42% of the air stations in the United States.
Wow.
They currently own 39%.
Oh, so it really wasn't that big of an acquisition then.
The only real big thing was just that they would get those two major markets.
But was there even do you know if there was actual talk about whether or not Ring of Honor was going to be on these stations, or if that was just somebody saying that, like, oh, if they buy it, then maybe they could? Because I'm pretty sure when Sinclair Broadcasting makes a business acquisition, they're not thinking about Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is a very itsy bitsy tiny bit of their company.
No, that makes total sense. From what I was reading here, it said the expectation was that Ring of Honor's footprint as a TV series would have been greatly expanded on a national basis and eventually land on WGN America.
Okay, yeah.
Because it said they had filmed a 2-hour pilot episode earlier this year using material from Final Battle to showcase the series... to showcase what the series could be to Sinclair officials.
Oh, so Ring of Honor still had to even sell that to Sinclair. So there was that,
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a little bit of sense.
Their weekly syndication, but they wanted to take it up a notch and be a full 2-hour show.
Well, I think that's Ring of Honor wanted that, not necessarily Sinclair.
Yeah.
But okay, that's definitely newsworthy, at least.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It said if this deal would have went through, it would have got them stations in Philly, D.C., Virginia, Indianapolis, Seattle, Sacramento, Milwaukee, Kansas City, Iowa, Denver, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, Memphis, Miami, North Carolina, San Diego, Salt Lake City, Oklahoma City, St. Louis, and more.
Which I guess they're not in there right now?
No, those are markets they're not in.
That's crazy, because those are all the important markets.
Isn't it, really, when you think about it?
It really is.
Because it's hard to get, for some reason, syndication in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
About that.
And it's weird, they wouldn't in New York City, because Ring of Honor, to me, has always been, really, I guess you would say, a New York City type, company, you know?
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. When I think of Ring of Honor, I think Manhattan, and I think Philly.
Yeah, because that was their big market, the East Coast market.
Yeah. So I don't
know what's going to become of this, because Tribune's suing them for breach of contract.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why. It hasn't exactly come out yet. It's just that part was announced. So I'm intrigued to see what happens.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, didn't you have some information about ticket sales?
Yes, I read that I can't remember his name. The head of Ring of Honor said that for the MSG show, 60% of their tickets are already sold for that building.
I think that's good.
And it hasn't even been, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the general public can't even buy tickets yet. That was just...
Oh, really?
That was just for the, like, Honor Club members.
Oh, see, you didn't tell me that before. That's interesting. If that's not even general public, that's interesting.
Yeah, I completely whiffed on mentioning that. But that's what I thought. And if... You would know this more than I would, being from New York City. The Garden, it holds 15,000 people, correct?
I'm sorry, my controller died. Therefore, my headphone died.
No, it's okay.
Right.
No, I said the Garden, it holds 15,000 people, right?
It's more than that. It's closer to 20.
All right. So
But it depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Are they definitely having it in the main garden?
I haven't seen anything that has said otherwise.
Sorry. I'm chewing.
It's okay.
I don't know.
The only
but I think it's...
I ask is because if it's 60% of the main, like, part of the Garden, that's like... over 10,000 people.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No.
Especially if that's only Honor Club.
Yeah, that would be crazy to think about, wouldn't it?
What?
That many people that are in Honor Club would buy that amount of tickets. That's insane.
I'm telling you, man. It's going to be in New York City. I think people sleep on how many people are really here. Or like within the drive.
Yeah, like I was going to say, within the Jersey, Philly, Boston, like they're all within reach.
Yeah. Yeah, people can come from Connecticut. People can even come from Ohio. It's a little bit of a thing, but...
It happens.
Fucking wrestling fans are crazy.
That's very true.
So if there's a chance that they're going to see some like compelling history-making shit that's actually going to be worth watching, wrestling fans will travel. Yeah.
So the Ring of Honor COO, I forget his name, basically said they have every intention on selling out that building now.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. I mean, like, I definitely think that they'll sell out. I hope they get an ass in every seat.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That would be a huge financial windfall for them.
Yeah.
Because this last Mania, they did the most they've ever had in a building. I think it was like 7,000.
Yeah, and if they've already sold more than that, then yeah.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Well, hopefully Vince takes notice.
I think so. I've been reading more and more that he's like aggressively pursuing more independent talent.
See, but that's the thing. How do I word this? Do you really think it's Vince? You think Vince has any fucking idea?
No. If it's I should.
But my
yeah.
But my point is that anybody else other than Vince, it's not going to matter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like if Vince sees it, maybe Roman Reigns isn't champion. You know what I mean? Like if Vince really gets it, and is really paying attention, then we're gonna get better stuff. And so far, there's been no indication of that. And anybody who cares about the NXT guys, like the indie guys, isn't somebody in enough power to make a change, because it's not Vince and it's not done.
No, because they want to keep going the way they're going.
So hopefully Vince just starts to take notice, and by that just realizes that people see that there is another alternative and do enjoy it, and maybe he starts listening to his fans more.
Yeah, and steps his game up.
Or steps aside.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you see the news about Mae Young for this week's Raw?
I did not. That she's gonna commentate?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna commentate the Mae Young or the pay-per-view.
Well, she's doing the Mae Young, and they're actually this Monday on Raw. She's making her debut as a commentator, replacing the coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I still don't see the point in a 3-man booth. Every other sport is 2.
No, I actually agree with that. I think 3 guys or girls get in the way of each other, like stumbling.
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck about gender. I really don't. Like, if
you're good enough, you're good enough. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't stand Joey Styles. I know I'm going to be in a very small percentage of people. I fucking despise Matt Striker.
You know, it's funny you mention that. The dude that I despise is Josh Matthews.
Oh, yeah, he's in the boat too, and he's gotten a little bit better. But they had him like WWE had Cole for a while. He was just so over the top and like trying to be heel. And it's like, why is your commentator a heel?
Yep. I used to mute Impact when I would watch it just so I didn't have to hear him.
He's gotten a little bit better, but, you know, I still find him to be rather irritating as well.
Yeah, it's very off-putting.
Yeah.
Would be the word.
And bro, I think fucking Jim Ross is awful.
I have nothing but respect for Jim Ross, but he doesn't have it anymore.
Bro, he doesn't take the time to learn people's names. He doesn't take time to learn the moves or anything going on within the company. He kind of, you know, it's just, you know, it's...
He's getting as bad as me with butchering names.
Bro, Marty Sherrill. Constantly, Marty Sherrill. And then he even made a reference to somebody pointing out, I guess live, somebody told him, like, to check Twitter. People were like, and he's like, yeah,
internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, Jim. There was something he said at, I think it was this past show. You know, he legitimately got a broken rib, though, right?
Yes.
Like, I think Josh Barnett was really going to go beat the fuck out of Jay White.
I think he really was. It was. But
I think that's where he was going. No, I really, like, I don't think that had anything to do with wrestling.
Yeah, like that was, as they say, a shoot, brother.
But when you don't have somebody like Vince around, shit like that happens. You're damn straight certain that shit don't happen with Vince around. With a commentator going after, I mean, regardless of how warranted.
Totally.
But I was like, holy shit, that's interesting.
Isn't it? I mean, like you said, that would not happen in WWE.
I'm now hearing off topic that Alistair may not be ready for the pay-per-view.
Yes. Because everything I read is that he tore his groin.
Yeah, I don't know. where that came from as far as that he may be able to be back, but it's looking like he's not going to be able to.
I'd rather him not make the pay-per-view and heal up right than be rushed back.
Oh, fuck yeah, especially from a torn groin.
Yeah, because every article I read about that said that it could have ended up really bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, he could have ended up with like a testicular hernia.
Yeah, which is not fun, believe me.
Yeah. But for the most, that's why I don't like those crotch spots. Just too much can go wrong for a man or for a woman. Like, people don't realize, like, a woman can get hurt that way too.
Absolutely.
I just, I'm not for any kind of a spot like that. Even if it's like a simple fall and you get bounced up and down. Bro, all you need to do is pinch something. Get something caught between some, like, I don't know.
I think the biggest lesson with that for me is when, I think it was Lawler. Yeah, Lawler hit Tommy Dreamer in the nuts with the cane, and he had to go to the ER to get his, like, blood drained out of it because he, like, legit hit him and, like, hurt him bad.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like, you got to be really careful with that shit.
No, I agree. But yeah.
Let's see here. I want to go over, I'm not going to give spoilers because that ruins it for everyone. Especially because I don't think they're showing the matches. They haven't announced when they're showing them, have they?
Yeah. I know the bracketology is... I know they gave the date. I think it's middle to end of next month. So you're still way away.
So I don't want to ruin it for anyone.
Oh, you can. I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna matter if you say what the matchups are. That I don't think is
I'm just
spoiling
gonna
anything.
say who wrestled who.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna do because yesterday they completed round 1 of the Mae Young Classic, and then I think today they're gonna do the rest of it.
Actually, afterwards, if you can send me a link, maybe I'll do my own little March Madness fucking bracket.
Okay.
Without knowing who wins anything, so.
Yeah, I'll send you the non-spoiler edition.
Yes, please.
All right. I'm going to go right down this list real quick for everyone so we know who's going to be wrestling who coming up. All right. To start it off, we have Tegan Knox, who I believe was Nixon Newell, against Zatara.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley going up against MJ Jenkins.
I already have a strong feeling who wins the first 2 matches.
All right. Lacey Lane against Vanessa Craven.
Okay, I would have no idea where that's going, so okay.
I'm going to try and pronounce her name here. Miko Satomura and Killer Kelly.
I have a pretty good idea who wins that one.
All right, we have Diano Peraza and Priscilla Kelly.
Pretty sure I know who wins that one.
All right, Zeuxis, I think is how you say it, against Ariel Monroe.
Okay.
Casey Catanzaro, Jesus. And
okay. That's the American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah. Against Rena Gonzalez.
Okay.
Mercedes Martinez against Ashley Rain.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
That's interesting for a first round. I could see both of them making it fairly far, but okay, interesting.
Yeah, next is Caitlyn against Kavita Devi.
Okay. Oh boy, poor Caitlyn.
All right, here's an interesting one because I just saw these two this past weekend. Toni Storm against Ginny.
Okay, I'm kind of picking Toni Storm to actually either winning the whole thing or at least make it to the finals. No, I'm sorry. Io Shirai is going to win it.
That wouldn't shock me either.
Like I'm positive. Because
All right,
she was supposed to come last year and got hurt.
Yeah,
The
it's
plan
true.
last year is for her to win last year. So
All right, next we have Xia Li against Karen Q.
I have no idea who's gonna win this one.
This one's actually a really good match, and I'm surprised it's in the first round. The next one is Mia Yim and Allison Kay.
Huh. I could definitely see Allison Kay going far.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Next is Hiroyo. I'm going to try and pronounce this. Matsumoto against Rachel Evers.
I don't see Rachel Evers going anywhere yet. So I think they could give that to Matsumoto.
Yeah. Next is Tanyara Conti and Jesse Elabon.
I think it's going to be Tainara Conti.
Okay. Nicole...
I mean, she's been on NXT.
Okay.
That's the chick that Undisputed Era tried to get on their side. Do you remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, she's that little but very pretty Brazilian girl.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
All right, next, Nicole Matthews against Isla Dawn.
I hope they give Isla Dawn some stuff. She's good, and I don't know anything about Matthews, but Matthews is big, so.
Yeah, I agree about Isla Dawn. I saw her wrestle one of the best women's matches I've seen in the last calendar year.
Against whom?
Oh God, I can't remember the girl's name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll have to come back to it.
Okay.
And the last match in the first round is Io Shirai against Xia Brookside.
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
It's it's daughter.
Yeah. Very pretty girl, but she's only 19, so she has a long time to like get better. I don't see her. I see this as like a exhibition match for her.
Where it's
I
almost
don't
like
think it's going to be a squash. I think it's going to be a competitive match, but I think this is going to be like to feature her.
I guess I would, and I don't mean this in a negative way when I say this, but it's almost like, welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Kind of, or like, here world, welcome to her. So it's like, if you want somebody to look good, you put them in the ring with somebody like Dolph Ziggler. Somebody who's going to make them look good. And for people who don't know, Io Shirai, like Asuka isn't even in her level. Like Asuka's nowhere even close to her level.
She's the Japanese John Cena.
Yeah. John Cena and Hulk Hogan had a fucking baby, and she was an Asian woman. That's what she... Oh, no. No, that's the other one.
See, we always get them confused.
Fuck it. Because, you know what? I blame WWE for never diversifying before this. Because now they have people from all over the world, and it sucks that the only, like... A lot of them are so boring right now. Like, okay, we have a fucking pirate. Like, woohoo. According to Michael Cole, it's a pirate persona. So it's kind of like, it's hard to remember who these people are when they're just names,
I know exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's the only thing that kind of doesn't bode well is they have to introduce some of these people.
But some of these first round matches look really good.
Some of them are surprising. Like, I would expect like people like Sienna and Madison Rayne to go on into the semifinal. Not to be, I mean, like, at least to go on past around the 32.
Right, because remember last year they had a really good one, At the time, Mia Yim wrestled Sarah Logan.
But didn't she just kind of like squash Sarah Logan?
I'm trying to remember because it's been a while.
So I think that's what that What Culture video today said, that it was pretty fast.
Because there was like some really good first, like you were shocked that they were wrestling in the first round.
But I don't think we knew about. I mean, you may have known about Sarah Logan. I don't think she was known at that point, though.
No, she wasn't really known. Like, if you knew her more for her independent work.
Yeah, and even at that, I don't think that was anywhere close to local. So, I mean, it's like I think very few people knew who she was.
No, that's fair.
You know, I think she was just Ray Rowe's wife to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I mean, like, now, look at what she's accomplished in a year. So, I mean, like...
Yeah, she's come a hell of a long way.
Yeah, she's on TV every week now from somebody who wasn't even contracted. So, you know, she may have gotten fucking beaten in the first round, but she's the one that's on TV every week.
Exactly.
She's the one who probably is going to be in video games.
Yeah, and, you know, the merch and all that stuff, so she ain't... You know, she's making out pretty damn good. I have a question for you. Have you seen the photo of John Cena, what he's looked like recently?
With him in the gym?
Yes.
I didn't really... I mean, I just seen him with a little bit of longer hair, and... I didn't see a big difference.
He said he dropped 20 pounds.
Okay, I mean, he could have replaced... fat with mommy, because he doesn't look that different.
I mean, he looked maybe a little more cut, but other than that, no.
I just happened to see it on... I have a site that sometimes will play live stuff, but they're in Spanish, and they always post shit like that. I love John Cena, J-H-O-N.
Like they do with Ramen Reigns?
Fucking the Indians and Ramen Reigns.
Oh, man.
Take out your bobs.
Oh, that's funny. Now, I know I sent you the Chris Jericho stuff where the Observer is reporting that they believe it's only a matter of time before Jericho either makes his debut on Impact or starts doing business with them.
You know, good for him. I mean, you know, it's... I don't even know how to put it. Like, just good for him.
I like it because it's... He can, like, diversify himself.
Yeah.
And it would just be kind of cool to see him in there with a lot of these younger guys that they have over there.
Yeah. No, I agree fully. It's just an interesting time, especially for him. I think it's more likely to happen because New Japan already has the working relationship.
Yeah. Which would be really cool to see. And for those that don't know, he does not, I repeat, does not have a deal with WWE. He can come and go as he pleases.
Yeah, when he signs deals, he signs them for a very short time, and then usually will like surpass that, but it's on his own, you know, on his own terms at that point. He's not contracted.
Yeah, I think he's just doing these different things because he's out there having fun. Like, to me, it looks like he's having fun.
I also don't think Vince McMahon is going to take it that personally. I just don't. I don't think Vince McMahon is going to take it as a betrayal. Vince McMahon is a businessman. He's a very shrewd businessman.
That's the same thing I would think, that Vince would say, hey, if you can go get, you know, a shit ton of money somewhere else, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, he's a performer. I don't think, you know, Vince is under any idea that Jericho's trying to put him out of business. None of that shit.
He's just going to get his piece of the pie, so to speak.
Yeah. I agree fully.
So I can't fault Jericho because he's probably getting paid big bucks.
Oh, absolutely. But they'd probably really have to shell out money for him because he is outright said like he's worth too much to just show up anywhere. It diminishes him to show up just randomly at places.
Well, yeah, because you know he loves to troll the internet fans.
Yeah.
Which that's what I've always liked about Jericho, where like if someone asks him something, he'll give them an answer and then probably do the exact opposite.
Well, yeah, I mean, or he's just not honest with people, which is kind of good.
No, I agree with that.
Because people want everything spoiled.
Huh. I'm just reading something as we're talking that, and I feel bad for this guy because, number one, he got put in a shitty, like, position and then he got hurt. Jason Jordan's neck injury is apparently worse than they originally thought, and he will not be returning at the present time. That's all it says.
Wow, his career's over.
I hope not. That would be a kind of a sad way for it to happen.
Well, I mean, I'd rather be the end of his career now than him think he's okay and then have something happen later.
That's true. Kind of like what happened with Paige, where she thought she was okay and came back and then had that scare.
Yeah, and I mean, it's you don't fuck around with your neck.
Or that's one thing you don't mess around with.
So, sad shit for him. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it really is. He never even got his like a WrestleMania moment, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they were gonna have him wrestle Kurt Angle, like kind of have him turn heel on his quote-unquote dad last year and then kind of have Kurt Angle and him have a really good match together.
Yeah, it wasn't to be.
That would have been fun. Here's a question for you out of curiosity because I was looking at this. Are you going to watch All In?
I'm sure I'll find some site illegally streaming it, yes.
I'm excited for it because I want to see what they're going to do because they've announced some matches, but they haven't really announced many.
No, I think they announced almost the whole card so far.
Okay, well,
I read quite a few yesterday. I think the only thing that they haven't done is mention what Omega's gonna do. And there was talk that maybe he was originally. I think they wanted to do Omega and Jericho. I mean Omega and Mysterio, but that fell through, and Mysterio got put into like that 6-man.
Yeah.
But I think it may be Omega versus Pentagon.
Oh wow.
So that's what I heard yesterday.
That's very possible considering Pentagon's not in the 6-man.
Yeah, no, he's not. I think those are the only two that really haven't been booked in anything yet. But yeah, you got Cody and Nick Aldis. I believe the Bucks and Marty versus somebody. I know Hangman Page is fighting Christopher Daniels is fighting Stephen Amell. Arrow.
Yeah. It's the Bucks and Ibushi against Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito.
There you go. The Golden Elite.
And then the Briscoes against SoCal Val Uncensored.
SoCal Uncensored.
Or that's what I meant to say. What the hell am I saying? And then Jay Lethal is wrestling the Battle Royal winner later in the night for the Ring of Honor World title.
Yeah, there's going to be some kind of Battle Royal also on the card. It's not all in. It has a over a budget Battle Royal.
Yeah. Yeah, they've only announced 5 people at the moment. And it's going to be, there's 15.
Interesting. Oh, and then Joey Janela has a match. I think he's fighting. Is he fighting Hangman Page?
Yes.
Okay. That was the last one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. And they're streaming it on Fight TV.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure one of my Reddit channels will have it.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Fucking Sunil's gonna be messaging me again. Hey man, you got a stream? Yeah man, the one I gave you 1,000 times.
Oh man, that's funny.
But yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, what did you think of that Paul Heyman promo?
I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's Paul Heyman proving why Paul Heyman is Paul Heyman.
Like Bubba put on Twitter, he was like, "That's the master at work."
Yeah, absolutely. There's no two ways about that.
I do have one gripe about Raw other than normal, but I feel like, and this is just me personally, I feel they shouldn't have had Ronda Rousey wrestle on Raw.
I don't think it should have been in the main event against fucking Alicia Fox.
Right. No, my whole thing is with Ronda, I think she's, as what they would call in wrestling, like a special commodity, and I don't think you should basically give that commodity away for free on cable television.
Well, right now people kind of have a massive blowback against their other special attraction. I don't know if that's the wisest thing to do right now. Plus, they got to start getting these ratings up. So long as that, they should not have her in title matches on Raw. They should definitely promote her. But it can't always be a win.
Not a title match on Raw. That's what I'm...
Yeah, no, I think it's a little overdone with her fighting in the main event against Alicia Fox. Like, it's going to go down in history that Alicia Fox was in the main event of a Monday Night Raw.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yes, it's fucking crazy.
Like, that's Bizarro World.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other way I can explain that.
And it's literally like she's like the only one that's kind of left that isn't a major star. Like, because they've kept Bayley and Sasha almost in another universe from her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they might as well be on different shows. They've had zero interaction. And, of course, that's all done purposely so they can build separate people. But who else was left on Raw? Natty's her friend. She's had, she's about to fight Alexa. I don't know what happened with Mickey. I think she's already beaten up Mickey.
Right. And Alicia is really the only girl that's left from the Diva era.
Oh, bro, and they were trying to hype her up so much. Like, yo, this bitch is crazy. Like, she's not even a good worker. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, we just want you to get, like, murdered. Go in there and make it look good.
Bro, Rousey don't play with them judo throws.
Well, yeah, because remember I had messaged you. I was like, those judo throws look nasty.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell her this shit ain't real.
Yeah, it's like, take it easy now.
Yeah, very impressive, though. She's an impressive lady.
I read something the other day that Lesnar had a meeting with Vince recently, and he wants to work for both companies, from what I understand.
If that's true, and they could come out with some kind of, like, if Lesnar wins retains the title at SummerSlam, I firmly believe that he's gonna hold the title till he fights Cormier.
Yep. I personally, I mean, I know if it does happen, a lot of people aren't going to like it, but from a business standpoint, I understand it.
Yeah, mainly because that's the only time in your history are you ever going to be able to have a chance to have your world champion with the title be able to walk into an octagon.
Yeah, like you'll never see that again in a million years.
Yeah, no, I don't see that happening. To go from wrestling to fucking UFC at the same time. So, I also don't know how they can do that. There's no way Vegas is really gonna want him, like wherever they're gonna like sanction it, in the state athletic commissions and even like Dana. I don't think they're gonna let him fucking do both. There's too much of a chance. How are you gonna build up a fight and then get hurt?
Yeah. I mean, look at Matt Riddle. I know it wasn't a major thing, but he just got injured at Evolve this past weekend, where he got part of the tip of his finger ripped off.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, like because he had to cancel a couple of his indie bookings because of it.
That's gross.
But I totally get what you're saying, where it's like, you got to be careful.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sitting here, was texting and dropped my phone. I don't know. Like SummerSlam and everything, it's going to be such a long event. I don't know. You went a few years back. It's like almost like overload,
Bro, I fell asleep in the chair.
I remember. It wasn't it like Kane's pyro or something woke you up?
Scared the fucking shit out of me because I was high as fuck and fell asleep because it was so boring. And Kane's pyro.
That reminds me when I went to Raw the last time. It was when the New Day broke the tag title record.
Okay.
And they filmed...
Did they lose it the same day?
No. It was that Raw where they defended it twice on the same Raw.
Okay.
But they filmed 205 Live before Raw because I think it was like Christmas or like New Year's was coming up, and like they wanted to film it so everybody could be home with their families. What I wasn't paying attention, and they did the same thing to me, like the opening for 205 when they used to shoot off all the like pyro and stuff. And it was like and like scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, man. Some of that shit you can feel in your chest.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, like, man, if I had any phlegm, it's loose now.
Oh, I told little man I'll never do the seats we did again because I don't like heights, and we were like way up, and like I fucking white knuckled it the whole way climbing up and down. Oh,
that sucks.
Like so much so that one of the people that worked at the building asked me if I was okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I was like, not again.
Yeah, sorry though, man.
What are you gonna do? The things you do for your children.
Fuck that.
Oh man, that's funny.
What are you eating? Sorry. What are you eating, you little shit? Get off.
What's the cat doing now?
Eating paper. This isn't the one.
Jesus.
This isn't the one that peed on things. That's another one.
Oh man. Before we get out of here, what are you up to this weekend?
I don't think anything. Chilling out, Max, and relaxing, all cool.
There you go.
No people outside by the school, though.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think I'm doing anything either. This is a chill weekend for me for once.
That's good.
I'm usually always out doing something on a Saturday or a Sunday.
You're a man on the town, Mike.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, well.
I'm actually really excited. It's 2 weeks from Saturday will be the big Boardwalk Beatdown convention in Atlantic City.
Oh, that's cool. That came fast.
I know, didn't it, dude? Like the Bucks, Cody, Hangman Page, Sting, Goldberg, I forget who all's. Like, those are the main people that are going to be there.
So here's the deal: you gotta like write a sob story and tag Cody Rhodes in it, and see if he'll give you an interview.
Yeah, there you go. Why not?
Hey, bro, good work.
You never know.
Fucking Bullet Club on American Sports Connection.
Yeah, hey, I'll try my best. You know, give it the old college try, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
But on that note, we're going to get out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that good shit. And we'll see you back next time. Have a good day, everybody.